Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So in this video, as we always did before, I wanted to do a quick market update before we head into next week. I want to talk about the rest of the week gone by and what should we expect and what I'm looking at in the market for the week to come. All right. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel if you think this information is helpful to you. I make new content every day, and if you think this information is helpful to you, you're learning something, then please give me a thumbs up. All right. Okay. All right. So let's look at Bitcoin real quick. So in Bitcoin, we made the call few days ago, actually last week, that Bitcoin will be going up to 10,000 mark, and then the second call I made that we will be hitting that 11,000 mark. Okay. So the reason I was making those calls earlier on is because I was seeing a lot of the momentum that we were getting in the market, some of the positive indicators that I was seeing, and then overall the global events, and trying to analyze them, what they mean, and truly how to read that market, because everyone is seeing the same exact data. I keep on saying this thing again, that everyone is seeing same exact data, but the real key here is have you analyzed that data. What I'm showing you right here is exact same thing that you can see if you go to the trading view. It's nothing new. I haven't created this software or anything, but have you tweak it, have you analyze it, how you can by looking at it, by reading it, what you make out of it, that's the key. All right. So all the technical analysts, all the fundamental people who are probably know more about the coin fundamentals than I do, they're seeing exact same thing. It's nothing new. Everyone has the same exact information, but the real key is have you analyze it. Have you analyzed that data? What you make out of that data, breaking that that code, breaking what to make out of it, and that just comes from it really, honestly speaking, it just comes by doing it over the years. This is something this is not something I learned overnight. I have been doing this for a while now, and it's something I have failed plenty of time in my early career. It's not that I was born with it. It's not that I always been great, but what you do is when you do it enough, when you have done it, put in enough time on this, you have done enough analysis in different market. I have traded stock market, equity market, futures, options, forex, you name it, and you name the market, and I have done the trading in that market. So it comes from that, and every market have different psychology and set of traders behind it. Same thing with the cryptocurrencies. There is a different set of traders behind it, but have you analyzed those market? That's the key. That's the real secret sauce. Have you analyze it? And that just doesn't come by just looking at the chart. It just really you have to analyze it. You have to put those equations together. All right. So I hope you understand those things, and I try to share those things in my videos. If you listen to my videos carefully about the market psychology, about the global market, you will see I just don't rely heavily. I just don't like looking at the charts and then forgetting about the global picture and the fundamentals. I don't like doing that. I like to do it combining those things, because it's really have you put those one and one together. All right. And as I have said it plenty of time, you have to adapt. This is a dynamic market. This is a very fast moving, speculative, dynamic market. If you cannot keep up with this market, you will be lost. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's the reality. There's going to be a lot of projects in cryptocurrency that will not survive 2018. I will promise you that there are going to be a lot of projects, a lot of coins that will not survive 2018, and there are a lot of people who will not survive 2018, either because they did not have discipline to have a proper portfolio setup, or they just blew out their portfolio. Either they borrowed money, they're playing with the borrowed money, they're playing with the money they shouldn't be playing with. So this kind of thing, that's what I'm trying to keep on help like bring it to the community, bring it to the Phantom community to make sure you understand those things. Don't don't play with borrowed money. Okay, you will never be like, you might get lucky once, may get lucky twice, but when it really comes to bite you, it will bite you big time. I have seen it again and again. I have seen it witnessed in like the stock market and option market. The traders, the best of the best traders, I kid you not, these traders are, they are blowing, like, making millions and millions, like, and I have seen those guys blow up their account. Like literally they are like blowing up their account, and they become like so crazy after that. And they've been trading on margin, and when everything is going up, everything is nice and rosy, but when things start to go down, that's when the problem occurs. And when you're trading on margin, when you're trading on borrowed money, that shit's not gonna work. Please don't get into those habits. Okay, little by little, start like getting out of those habits. Don't trade on. We are in a very speculative market. This is. There are no regulations. If you lose your money somewhere, it's gone. Like, it's the reality of it, and it's a total wild west. Okay, if you are disciplined enough. But let me say, there are plenty of opportunities. There are more opportunities in this market than cryptocurrency market, than stock market, option markets, futures market, commodity market, you name it. There's so much opportunities here because like it's a very young market. So like you can easily make good money if you have enough discipline. Okay, and that's the thing. No matter how bullish you are on any coin, any project, you gotta have discipline to to trade that. At the end of the day, you are here to make money. Okay, it's not that you are so like you might be drinking all the Kool-Aid that they're trying to give you, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're making money, or whatever investment you're doing is making money for you, right? So you want to be disciplined with those things. Don't be a gambler. Okay, don't be a gambler. All right, so I always like to give this kind of like advice because I see a lot of people appreciate this kind of advice because I don't see a lot of YouTubers give you, they either they talk about the technicals, they talk about the fundamentals of the coin, blah 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 here and there, but they don't talk about how you should like you need to have a right mindset to order to trade or like invest in this thing, and nobody talks about those things. What kind of mindset you should have, because everyone is always looking at the upside. This coin gonna go to moon, this coin is go to $10 by end of 2018, we're gonna hit this. No one talks about like what kind of mindset you should have, what kind of like, because it's without a right mind, without a right mindset, this is all it's not gonna last. The party is not gonna last for too long if you don't have the right mindset. Even if you had a nice spike up for some time, you will come down again. I have seen that again and again. It's nothing new and nothing surprising. This is the same. It's like it's the circle of the life is keep on coming back. So I always refer back to one of my this video. I'm sorry, one of my cover page. It says like, it's not the smartest of the species that survives or the strongest of the species survive. It's the one that is most adaptive to the change. All right, by Darwin. Okay, this is a quote by Darwin. So really think about that quote, what it means. You truly want to it's not the smartest guy in the room, or it's not the strongest guy in this room. It's a guy who is most adaptive to the changes or adapt to the changing environment, and that's what you want to be. You want to constantly change. All these technical strategies, you have to keep on changing. You have to keep on evolving those things. Something you might, some traders are like technical analysts so so much into like Elliott wave or Fibonacci and this and that. They don't get out of it, but you have to constantly tweak the real key is to have to tweak those, like, you know, those indicators, those like strategies, whatever they're setting up. You have to, like, it's not going to be, you know, one brush painting it all. Is you have to really change that. Okay, all right, so enough about the talk. Bitcoin, we made the call. If you go back to my videos, we made the call in Bitcoin that it will hit on February the 9th. I made the call, it's going to hit 10,000. Okay, we got the 10,000 hit. We made the call on the Bitcoin Cash that is gonna, you know, break out. It did break out. Okay, then we made the call again on Bitcoin going to hit 10,000. Okay, it hit that 10,000 mark. We made that call. Those, I mean, we have been. What I'm trying to say is, like, you know, I'm not always going to be right. Okay, I have made, yes, I have been right more than I have been wrong, but it's not gonna be the case all the time. I want to make sure I'm setting the realistic expectations for my viewer and my subscribers. You know, I'm not going to sit here and claim that I'm always right. I know exactly what is going to happen. This is you have found this holy grail with me. I'm not gonna sit here and claim that. That's just not me. Okay. That's someone else who wants to do it, but that's just not me. Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is what I see it. I'm going to tell you as it is. If we are wrong, we are wrong. If we're right, we are right. But how we set up those things and how we minimize our downside and maximize our upside, that's the key. That's the key. All right, so in Bitcoin, we came up to 11,000, right, exactly at the 11,000 mark that I was saying that is going to come. 11,000 to be exact, 11,250. Now we are taking, I actually told my subscriber that we might take the support right here and you know, it might try to bounce, but I want to see some volume in the equation. I haven't seen that volume. I'm seeing the bounce come in. The shorts are covering their position. I'm seeing the support is holding up for right now. What I want to see is a stronger price action in the cryptocurrency market when the Asian market opens up tonight. All right, so we need to see that positive action from the Asian market. So if I go back to the futures for the Asian market, the Nikkei is about to open up tonight in a couple of hours. The futures are looking that's on the upside right now. Same thing with the S&P. But what I'm also monitoring, so before I change the Bitcoin topic, we are coming at one of the major resistance on the daily, which is the 50-day moving average. It is right around $11,300. All right, it's right around $11,300. That is going to be a major resistance unless we get a strong price action, strong volume to break that resistance. And if we get past that resistance, I will be very bullish in Bitcoin for a short time. Okay. So we need to see that resistance break. We have this trend line that is coming down. So there is a couple of resistance that's coming up. So the key is to watch that. You know, you don't have to always make the trades. You have to, sometimes you just have to watch it. You have to put the stop losses. You make sure you put those stop losses. Okay. I've been keep on saying to my subscribers as well, like, you know, you have to put those stop losses. It doesn't matter how bullish you are. Without stop losses, it's not. You might get stopped out of you. You might get out of those stop losses, but you can get out of those stop losses, but you can always get back in again. All right. So please keep that in mind. It's not. Stop losses are there to protect our portfolio. Okay. So all right. So that's about Bitcoin. If you look at the S&P. So at S&P daily right now, if I look at the S&P daily, is coming against very major resistance of 100-day moving average. The S&P 500 is very much coming up against that resistance. It bounced back right from the resistance level of 100-day moving average. So we need to see how it's holding up. If the global market sells off on Tuesday, well, the S&P, if it sells off on Tuesday when it opens up, because Monday is holiday in US. So if on Tuesday when the market opens up and sells off in the global market, that will have some downside effect on Bitcoin. By like that, I keep on saying that it's both of those things are like, don't think it's isolated, you know. Okay, any weakness in the global market will have a ripple effect on Bitcoin price action and generally the Bitcoin price action will have ripple effect on the altcoins. So it's all related, whether you like it or not. This is all related, okay? So please keep that in mind. We always trade on probabilities, okay? I don't have any magic ball. I said that plenty of times. We trade on probabilities. So we want to see that we are getting out of this junction right now. We are sitting on that 50-day moving average, but we are coming right up against that 100-day moving average. So we are right in between. Let's see if the bulls and bears, who has the stronger hand and who can like get out stronger out of this. So that's what we need to see. Going back to Bitcoin real quick, let's look at the smaller time frame. Hold on, not this one. Okay, so well, I was actually watching. Okay, since we are on it, we can talk about Verge. So Verge is one of those coins that we called about the breakout, and there is a nice support that we are sitting on right now. This is very good action in Verge, by the way. It's coming to the support area from the moving day average. What is that? The red one is 20-day. It's taking the support from the 20-day, and also it's getting support from the what is that? 20-day and hold on 1 minute. I need to change those color because those colors are so either I'm going color blind or I'm not able to read. Okay, purple one. Okay, so that's 200 20-day and 201. Yeah, 200-day moving average and the 20-day moving average. I've been last few days have been really hectic. All right, my eyes are like so puffed up by just like looking at the screen and like replying to countless email. I don't think I have replied to or like wrote this many email in my life in last couple of days. There have been, and I know the reason. I know because there are so many people, just too many people who just don't have the right information, right setup for their portfolio, and just don't have the right guidance. It's like that's the problem, and I know that's the problem. That's why I'm getting so many email. It's so many, like I get those requests, and it's one after another, and I'm trying to do my best to reply to you. If you have sent in your portfolio, I'm analyzing it. I have already sent out like so many of them from the people who sent it to me on the first day. I have just finished the second day. I'm getting into the third day right now. So people who have sent to me on third day, I'm finishing those right now. But my eyes are puffed up. I don't think I have wrote this many emails or been watching the screens for so long. It's just this weekend has been very busy. Last few days been very busy. If I haven't gotten back to you on the email, my apologies. I will get back to you. I just have to. I have so many of those emails that I need to just get back to. So I will shoot back the email if you haven't heard from me already. Okay, just an FYI. For the Verge, I'm liking the action in Verge right now. We are taking a nice bounce for those moving average, so we want to keep those stop losses. So now we know that we can always keep those stop losses right at that 0.074. So that would be a good one, and you want to keep on moving them up. So if you're already in Verge, it might be good to keep on moving those stop losses up. If I just go back to the 1 hour time frame, see that we are getting some volume here, minor volume, but we want to make sure that we are keeping those stop losses tight. Okay, but I like Verge. If we get a positive price action in Bitcoin on into night session into morning, you can see Verge going to that 9 mark and then eventually to our target level of that 10 cents. Okay, so keep an eye on that. Let me just draw a trend line here. So this is the one that we were in the downtrend for the short term, and that it broke. It's now trying to pop out. So overall the price action in Verge is pretty positive, but again, we want to make sure we put those stop losses. So put those stop losses right around that 7 cents, and once it start moving in your direction, you can start moving those stop losses. So you're locking in those profits. Okay, that's the key. So another one, XRP. What's going on here? Okay, so XRP, this is, I think it will, taking the support from that 50-day moving average right now. Let me see, how is the Bollinger Band looking? Okay, so it's gonna break out either way. It's pretty tight. The Bollinger Bands are pretty tight, so it should break out. And I'm gonna do one detailed video for my subscribers on that, just to kind of give them more analysis. But if you have, like, you know, this, if you have XRP, this is, I like XRP a lot. This is one of the coin that I'm liking the action in, along with Verge. Okay guys, so that's pretty much last one. Let's look at the Litecoin real quick. I know a lot of people are in Litecoin. Okay, so Litecoin have been consolidating in that zone, in that 230 to 220 zone right now, getting that support from around 213 mark, which was the, here if you see that previous resistance, and that is acting as a support. So you wanna make sure that it stays over that support in the overnight session. That's the one thing you want to make sure. So if you are into the trade, that you probably want to put those stop losses right underneath that, like maybe around 210 level, just to make sure that if the market sells off in the night session, you're not, like, you know, you're not taken by surprise. So that's something that you want to keep on. And if it pops up, if it goes toward that 230 and 240 mark into the morning, then you already know that you're already in that position, and your stop losses are at 210, so you're safe from that side. So keep that in mind. All right, it's gonna break out either way. It's coming to that mark that Litecoin is gonna break out. Either it's gonna break out to the downside, or it's gonna break out to the upside. But it's gonna depend on how Bitcoin is acting. That's gonna be the key. If the Bitcoin is like weak, then just expect, as I keep on saying, Bitcoin is a mother. It's a queen bee. That's what it is. Everything will follow that Bitcoin price action. All right. So we're gonna get out of this consolidation zone. It looks like it's like almost like a, you know, bull flag, but we need to see the volume on the upside in order to break that flag. On the upside, if it breaks, it's going to be around 260. Well, first resistance is going to be around 234, and then it's going to be around 250 and 263. All right. From the downside, you want to, as I said, like maybe putting a stop at 210 would be wise. In my opinion. Okay, all right guys, so that's it for today. If you have any question, post it in the comment. If you want to do that portfolio analysis, shoot me an email. I will get back to you on those things. It usually takes about 48 hours for me to, like, finish your analysis and get back to you on that. So either way, if you're interested in doing the portfolio analysis, shoot me an email. For email subscription, I'm like really taking few people at a time. I don't wanna get stressed out. That's the one thing I really don't want to do. I don't want to get stressed out to a point that all day I'm replying to emails, all day I'm, like, you know, providing like one-on-one support. So I want to keep that to very minimum, so I can actually do my research. I can do, like, the trade setups, and I can actually, you know, I can actually read the market. So I need those time. I cannot be, you know, replying to the emails 24/7, because I just don't have that much bandwidth. Okay, that's simple as that. I need to have that bandwidth in order to do the market research, in order to do the trade setups. So I hope you understand. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can always shoot me an email, Phantom.Strategies@gmail.com. I'll post it in this video description as well. well. If you have any questions or any concerns, just send it to me. I'll reply to you. I'll get back to you. All right. Until then, talk to you soon, and keep those stop losses on the price actions. All right. Thank you.